Hello friends, welcome to PerfMatrix, the core performance testing YouTube channel. Continue with the tips and tricks video series. In this video, I will provide some helpful information on performance tuning, like what is the approach to fine tune an application, how to carry out the performance tuning process during performance testing and post-production issues. So let's start the video. Before understanding the concept of performance tuning, let's talk about the critical differences between performance testing and performance tuning. The first point is what is performance testing and performance tuning. So, as you are aware that performance testing is a process to identify the performance issue, whereas performance tuning is a process to resolve the identified performance problem in the performance testing phase or in the production. The next point is when to conduct performance testing and tuning. So, performance testing is done during the planned performance testing window before the project delivery, whereas performance tuning is done during the performance testing when any performance bottleneck identifies and quickly try to tune the system. Sometimes it is hard to tune the application during performance testing phase. Hence, a window is reserved for tuning after the completion of performance testing, in which all the tuning tasks are carried out and the application or the system is retested to validate the bottleneck. If a performance issue is identified in the live or production environment, once the project has been delivered, then a tuning activity needs to be performed to resolve the issue. Now, we will see the difference between performance testing and performance tuning on the basis of how. So different types of performance tests like load test, stress test, soak test, etc. are conducted in the performance testing using any automated tool, whereas performance tuning is a manual work based on your skill and experience to analyze the issue, finding out the root cause, resolve the issue, and then implement successfully in the system. The last difference is performance testing is conducted by a performance tester, whereas performance tuning is a combined effort of product vendors, architects, developers, performance testers, DBAs, system administrator, and network administrator, because tuning is required anywhere in the system. Since performance testing is off topic for this video, so I won't cover much on the same, as I have already created a performance testing YouTube playlist as well as wrote some useful tutorial on the same. If you want to watch the video or read the articles, then refer to the link given in the description section of the video. Now let's come to the performance tuning part. Actually, performance tuning is an iterative process and mostly it depends on performance testing of the system as well as how the application is performing in the production environment. Actually, there are two approaches to performance tuning and those are based on the environment. Although there is a very minor difference between both the approaches, it is better to explain them separately for understanding purpose. These approaches are test environment tuning approach and production issue tuning approach. I will explain both approaches later in the video. Now let's see what is the steps are involved to tune an application. The first step is the identification of the issue in the environment or in the test environment. In case the performance issue is identified in the production environment, then a production incident is created by a support team and assigned to the dev team. Now, dev team will want to regenerate this issue so that they can help a performance tester to regenerate the problem in the test environment. After that, with the combined effort of the different teams, the investigation will be carried out to find out the exact root cause of the issue. And the result of the investigation gives an idea to the developer to resolve the issue. The resolution could be anything like code change, design change, or hardware upgrade, etc. Once the solution is provided by the dev team, then performance tester will repeat the test and compare the result. If the solution works, then it is implemented in the production with the help of deployment team. So likewise, a performance tuning process is completed. This is a pictorial representation of the performance tuning process in the test environment, where you first identify the issue in the performance test, raise a defect, then perform the investigation, get the solution from the dev team, retest the fix, and recommend the solution for the production. Similarly, this is a pictorial representation of the performance tuning process in the production environment, where you get the performance incident from the support team and then try to regenerate the same issue in the test environment, then perform the investigation, get the solution, and then retest it to fix the issue and recommend the solution for the production. Performance issue identification and regeneration steps fall under typical performance testing approach, which you can see in the previous videos, as well as refer to the PerfMatrix article to get the understanding of these steps. The main part in the performance tuning is the bottleneck investigation. Now, we will discuss the bottleneck investigation. To carry out bottleneck investigation, you will need the following things in hand so that exact issue and its root cause can be found out. And these steps are: number one is server log. Server log are needed to get the count and type of the error along with the error timings. This is the first step that leads you to understand the nature of the error. For example, if an API is down during the performance test, then you must get 504 service unavailable. So see how many 504 service unavailable error are there in the logs and at what time these error occur. Also, it is better to get when the first instance of 504 was happening. Now, next you would need a profiler log to pinpoint the exact issue. From the server log, you can get the timing when the error request was triggered, and in the profiler, search for the same request at the same time and find out the root cause. In the investigation, you may find a long-running query, session timeout, or code level issue through the profiler. Next is dumps. Dumps are required in case there is some issue with thread, process, or memory related cause that makes the system slow or unavailable. There are basically two types of dumps, which are thread dump and heap dumps. The GC logs or garbage collection logs helps to understand the issue related to the memory. If you want to know more about thread dump, heap dump, and GC, also about how to analyze these dump files, then refer to the PerfMatrix articles under the Performance Engineering Tutorial tab. Once you identify the exact root cause, then move your investigation towards the monitoring graph and try to find the impact of the issue on the different resources during the error period. This will help you to decide how critical the issue is. If there could be multiple issues are there, Then it helps developer to prioritize the issues, that means which needs to be resolved first. Your investigation will make developers work easy. Now, let's have a look at the roles and responsibility of the person who is involved in the tuning activity from dev side as well as testing team side. Issue identification during the performance testing phase is the responsibility of the performance tester. Once he identifies the issue, he needs to raise the defect and highlights the issue as a performance defect. In case a performance incident occur in the production environment, then the production support team needs to collect all the information about the incident from the production environment and add it to the incident ticket so that the dev or performance team can use those details provided in the incident ticket and then regenerate the issue in the pre-prod or test environment. To generate the issue is the responsibility of performance tester. He needs to simulate the same condition in the test environment as production, and then only the issue can be regenerated. After regenerating the issue, an investigation needs to be started, and that is combined work of performance tester who generates the result, performance engineer who analyze the result and find out the root cause of the issue, and dev team who find out the root cause of the issue as well as provide the resolution. Hence, issue resolution is the responsibility of dev team. As a solution, they may change in the existing code or configuration or may recommend new hardware or adding new hardware resources or may implement new technology, anything that could be the best solution for the bug fixing. Once the solution is developed, the application is retested under the same condition in which the issue was identified. Retesting is required to validate whether the issue has been fixed or not. Also, there should be any impact on the existing functionality due to this change. All these tasks are carried out by performance tester and then stamp on the result. If everything goes fine, then solution is implemented in the production. In case of any failure, application will again undergo the tuning process. Now, we come to the point where we would definitely like to know how to enhance your performance tuning skill. So here are some tips that will be useful for you. If you are in a project, start involving yourself to read the logs, get access to the server logs, find out the path where the logs are created and start reading them, figure out the lines where errors are showing and read them and understand what the error telling. Start involving yourself in RCA, that is root cause analysis. Spend some time with the developer for this. So spend some time with the developer for this so that you can come to know what process the dev follows for the investigation of the cause. Third point is to ask questions to developers like how they reach to the point that XYZ is the exact issue, or how they conclude the exact problem cause, etc. And the last important point starts preparing note of what you learn and experience from the project. It will help you in future assignment as well as in the interview. If you are not in a project, then in offline mode, reading the performance engineering and tuning related article will be helpful. Search on Google about issue and its resolution. You can also watch performance engineering related videos available on YouTube. And at last, if you are willing to spend some money to improve your skill, then get training under an experienced trainer. There are couple of good PE trainer available in the market. Now, let's conclude with the advantage that you may get. So along with the core performance testing, you would have the knowledge of performance engineering that will reduce the overhead dependency of the dev team. With your improved PE skill, you can recommend multiple tuning options to the dev team who generally think only in the one direction. And the biggest advantage is you can ask your manager for a hike, or if you switch the company, then you may get a good hike because of the market needs the best performance engineer, and those are still not available easily. So involve yourself and learn performance engineering. That's it in this video. I will bring some more videos for you on performance testing and engineering. Till that, stay connected with PerfMatrix, the core performance testing YouTube channel.